everyone, welcome to The Early Talker. If this is the first time you're joining us, welcome. This is the place where you can get tips and activities, how to get your little ones talking. Today, I'm going to talk about 5 signs that your child might have a speech delay. Stay tuned. So there are some signs that can suggest that a child has a speech delay as opposed to just being a little bit of a late talker. And as a speech pathologist, when I'm doing an assessment, I'm taking a look at these 5 signs that I'm going to list for you in a minute. But I also look at the other developmental milestones that the child should be reaching by the age that they're at. So whether they're 12 months or 18 months, 24 months. And you can take a look. I have a free printable chart for you. So see the comments below. There's a link for the chart. And maybe go through that chart in a little bit more detail. And if you're really concerned by the end of this video and you think maybe there's something else going on, then try to find a speech pathologist in your area, or you can talk to your pediatrician or your doctor and see maybe there's something else going on. Ask them to assess your child a little bit further and have a conversation with them. If you're in Ontario, I do have a company called Speech & Company, and we are offering virtual assessment and therapy. So that's another option. So sign number 1 that your child has possibly a speech delay is that you notice your child is not talking as much as their peers. You see, maybe you get together with some friends and the other children have a lot more words and are doing a lot more talking and exploring than your child is. Maybe your child doesn't have any words at all and you are a little concerned. The second sign that your child might have a speech delay is that their sounds are very limited. So maybe they're grunting or they're making noise and they're really not exploring with other consonants and vowels. So b, m, t, all of these different sounds that your child should be exploring with, and they're really not. They are vocalizing, but it's really just limited to 1 or 2 sounds. Sign number 3 is that they're not using any gestures at all. So they're not copying you when you wave bye-bye. They're not pointing and they're not looking where they're pointing. Or if you're pointing at something, they're not looking at the thing that you're pointing at. And that might be another sign that you want to maybe take a little bit of a deeper look at what's going on. Sign number 4 is that they're really not understanding language. So you find that your child really doesn't understand what you say. Maybe if you show them, pick up your hat and you're pointing to the hat and you're showing them to pick it up, maybe they'll understand if you are gesturing for them and showing them what to do. But if you just tell them, pick up your hat, they really don't understand what it is that you're talking about. And that brings me to sign number 5, is that your child might be really frustrated and they might start acting out and becoming a little behavioral. Maybe they're hitting, maybe they're crying or kicking, but they just get very frustrated that they can't communicate and they're not understanding you. So if you feel that you see a lot of these signs in your child and you've taken a look at the milestones chart and you see that maybe they're not really meeting these milestones, then seek further assessment, talk to a speech pathologist, talk to a pediatrician or your doctor, and try to see if you can get a further assessment to kind of figure out what's going on. It's really important to trust your gut. You know your child the best. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you found this video to be helpful. Consider subscribing to the channel so you don't miss out on any of the tips or activities that I give. And feel free to leave comments below. Let me know what you want me to cover, different areas or topics. And I'd love to hear how your kids are doing. So tag me in your post about how your kids are learning language. Until next time.